Today we take you to the heart of a love story so intense, so dangerous, so humanly overwhelming that it seems like a novel. But it is all true, documented, and really happened in medieval Europe. This is the story of Pierre Abélard and Héloïse d'Argenteuil in 12th century Paris. It is the most poignant and scandalous love story of the Middle Ages. A forbidden love, brilliant, carnal, intellectual. A love that traversed letters, monasteries, and mutilations. He, the most brilliant philosopher in France, Pierre Abélard, was already famous in Paris around the year 1115. A genius of logic, theology, and rhetoric. A charming, intelligent, arrogant man. His lectures attracted students from all over Europe. He had challenged the most famous thinkers and won. He was 36 when he met Héloïse, a girl of just 17. She, the brightest mind in Paris. Héloïse d'Argenteuil was no ordinary girl. Raised in a convent, educated by her uncle, Canon Fulbert, she spoke Latin, Greek, and read Aristotle. She was refined, brilliant, curious, and obsessed with knowledge. Abélard noticed her and was enchanted. To get closer to her, Abélard convinced Uncle Fulbert to allow him to give private lessons to Héloïse at home. And that's where it all began. Knowledge became a caress. Latin became a whisper. Intelligence became desire. Abélard then wrote, "We neglected the books. We spoke more of love than of philosophy." And Héloïse also wrote, "Nothing was sweeter for me than being with you, not even God." The two were caught by Canon Fulbert. Scandal, suspicion, betrayal. Abélard sent Héloïse to hide in a convent. But it was too late. She was pregnant. He took her to Brittany, where a child, astrolabe, yes, like the astronomical instrument, was born. Then he asked her to marry him in secret to protect her. She agreed, but her uncle found out and wanted revenge. One night, some men paid by Fulbert entered Abélard's room. They beat him, and they castrated him. Yes, they cut off his genitals. Forever. The revenge for the violated honor. Abélard disappeared from the world. He entered a monastery, destroyed in body and spirit. Héloïse was forced to become a nun, but she never stopped loving him, nor did he her. Thus began the most intense love correspondence of the Middle Ages. Letters full of desire, regret, spirituality, and flesh. I remember you, not as the monk, but as the lover, and I tremble. Héloïse. It was not love that God condemned, but the pleasure that arose from knowledge. Abélard. Despite everything, they continued to write to each other for years. Letters now considered among the greatest masterpieces of epistolary love. Abélard died in 1142. Héloïse lived another 20 years as abbess, but never stopped writing to him in her prayers. At her death, she asked only to be buried next to him. Today, their graves are together at Père Lachaise in Paris. 1,000 lovers go every year to leave flowers and letters. The story of Abélard and Héloïse is the most overwhelming love story of the Middle Ages. Love of body, mind, spirit. Love that withstood violence, the church, mutilation, silence. Love that left words, letters, blood, and soul.